Alright, so I was actually at the British Grand Prix. It was quite an experience. My first ever F1 race in person. Second ever motorsport race. I went to Monaco for Formula E earlier this year, and I went to British Grand Prix for the F1 just this past weekend. And I'm going to one more F1 race this year. Not a weekend, just a Sunday. Um, I'll leave it a surprise what it is, but I've mentioned it in other videos. Uh, only some people will know. Um, but yeah, I was at this race. I was at the pit straight, but not the main pit straight. That's the Hamilton straight. The other pit straight before Cops Corner. There's that straight. I was on that straight. It was good seats. It was good seats, and yeah, that was a great experience. And to see Carlos win his first race, he got cheers as well from the British crowd. Definitely the loudest cheers definitely were Hamilton overtaking Leclerc, and also Hamilton on Club Corner overtaking both Leclerc and Perez. But yeah, overall just a great experience. Some concerts afterwards as well. It was a good weekend, and I actually vlogged all of it. So if you want to watch it, Sir Davidoff, I got a vlog for all 3 days: race day, Saturday, and Friday, and also free ticket on Thursday. I was just visiting museum basically. I spent too much money there though. Everything was expensive. Merchandise, even food. Like talking £10 burgers, ridiculous. But yeah, it's all there. It's all there. All the Grand Prix related stuff. It's on this channel. Right, moving back onto the point of this video. Right, so the point system in this website is quite strange, to be honest. But yeah, this is what I use. It will say green if you put them in the top 10, they're in the top 10. So I could predict someone to win the race. If they finish 10th, it will still be green. Obviously, though, for an exact prediction, you get a bit more. 0.5 apparently. But yeah, I put Verstappen as the winner, and he didn't win. Obviously, he had some car faults. He finished 7th in the end. Lewis, I predicted second. I thought he'd do well, and he did. He finished third, so fair play to him. I predicted Leclerc to finish third. He was fourth, so one position off twice in a row there. I put Russell in fifth. Sorry, I put Russell in fourth. My apologies. I put Russell in fourth. Obviously, the incident happened on lap one. It is what it is. If he did manage to continue, who knows? He is for the most part, consistent. It's not just a nickname, Mr. Consistent. He has been consistent this season. But obviously he DNF'd. So glad Zhao's okay though, and Albon as well. It's a crazy crash. Forgot my A4 tips. Yeah, that's after this. That's the next video. Predicted Perez fifth. He finished second. He did really well, I think. Obviously, safety car helped a lot, but yeah, I like Perez, and he did well to get that second place. As soon as he was in with a chance, I just had that feeling because, as soon as I remember being in the crowd, when they announced safety car, we all cheered because that meant Lewis would be closer to the Ferraris. But we didn't realize that there'd be Red Bull right behind him as well, and that Red Bull took advantage, got a runners up. By then, Sainz was a bit too far clear. In that moment where we had Leclerc, Lewis, Alonso, and Norris all battling, and Perez as well, 5 different teams just battling for podium. That was pretty intense. I predicted Norris. Yeah, I predicted Norris 6th, and that was I got that exactly correct. So yeah, I'll take credit for that. Bottas, obviously, a lot of these are guesses. You never know with F1. You never know when DNF's gonna happen. For example, like Russell, but yeah, you just got to predict. It's hard to predict, but sometimes you get it right. Sometimes you're spot on. Sometimes you're not. Bottas had put in 7th. Obviously, both Alphas DNF'd. Bottas afterwards couldn't finish the race, so that's a bad prediction. I guess Sainz, I put in 8th. He won the race. Great, his first ever win. It was a feel good moment. Fair play to him. Congrats to him. But my prediction was clearly way off. Way off. I just went by the fact that he was struggling in quite a few races. I knew he was always talented, but I just thought this race didn't go well, that race didn't go well. I'm not sure. He did finish second in Monaco though, so it's not like it was all bad. But for the most part, he wasn't doing as well as he probably should have been. So I just looked at it and I thought, 8th at Silverstone is possible. Actually, he won the race from pole as well, so fair play. I put Alonso in 9th. He finished 5th. He did very well as well after the safety car restart, especially. Good drive. I put Vettel in 10th. He was 9th. So yeah, Magnussen finished 10th. And obviously Mick Schumacher got his first points as well. So fair play to him. Not too bad, I guess. Not too bad. And these are my Austrian predictions. I put Charles on pole again. At this point it's a risk, but he tends to get poles even when he doesn't win. He gets poles quite a lot. Maybe not the last couple races, but he does tend to get pole. And I think he'll get it again in Austria. I could be wrong, but that's what I'm going for. I'm putting Verstappen in first. Yes, I know Britain didn't go too well for him, but his car was faulty for most of the race. I don't know if anyone's seen it, but there was like there was a whole piece of another. I think it was another car. A whole piece of another car just stuck in his car, and it hindered his performance. But when his car's working, when his car is not faulty, it's clearly very good. So that's why I'm putting him in first. I'm going by the assumption that his car won't fail. I put Leclerc in second and Sainz in third. Sainz off the back of his win, get another podium. Leclerc to get back onto second. Seems to be a bit more friction within Ferrari now. I hope it's not too bad. Kind of want him to do well. So the 3 bits here it's a bit coincidental. I put Norris up there because he tends to do quite well in Austria. He finished third. He finished on the podium twice in a row. The last 2 years he was third both times. Yes, one time Lewis had a penalty. Sure, things happened that favoured him. But still, he finished podium twice. Obviously, the McLaren this year is just not as good as it was last year. But I can still see Lando having a good race. I could be wrong. It may be down to strategy, but we'll see. I'm looking forward to this race a lot as well. Like, this is one of the best races in the Canada. Austria is so good. Such a good track. I cannot wait to see how this goes down, and I cannot wait to watch it. So yeah, there's that. And then I put Lewis and Russell in 5th and 6th because, well, Lewis is definitely improving. He finished third just this weekend. So I think he can do well again. And Russell's always around there anyway. He's like 4th, 5th, 6th. He's around that area. Sometimes podium as well. 3rd to 6th, that's like Russell's area. So yeah. So the fact that we got 3 bits lined up is just a coincidence. I just look at it like Hamilton's found his groove again. Russell's always around here anyway, and Norris does well in Austria. That's why I put them there. It's got nothing to do with them being British. But yeah, Perez I put in 7th. Probably harsh. I do like him a lot as well, but I can see him not having such a good race. It's possible. I got Alonso in his Alpine in 8th, Vettel in 9th, points again for him, and Magnussen in 10th. So, yeah, this prediction could definitely go wrong. Obviously, I'm predicting this based on the fact that the top 3 teams will have no failures or faults. It's very much possible 1 DNFs or 2, but that's what I'm going with. But yeah, I'm hoping for more races like the British Grand Prix. You know, towards the end, you had what? Red Bull, Mercedes, Ferrari, obviously the big 3, plus Alpine and McLaren, all like in a row, battling each other. I know Norris didn't really catch up at the end either, anyway, but you know, he was there and thereabouts at one point after the safety car. We need more races where there's more cars involved. Doesn't necessarily have to be like lots of teams. Just has to be a lot of drivers. Like what we saw after the safety car restart, we need more of that. And Austria is a great track for that. It's a fantastic track, especially the 3 DRS zones. That's it's going to be intriguing, that's for sure. Hopefully no crashes. I want to see straight racing for the whole... How many laps is Austria? 71? For the whole race, we need non-stop fast-paced action. Anyway, This is your boy Zavidov. Please like, share, subscribe. Thanks for watching. Have a good day, and goodbye.